Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, Grizz Nation? I am Chris Ingram.
And I am Evan Hayes.
And this is the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. We glad to be back for another episode. But before we do anything, make sure y'all give us a follow at our personal Twitter X pages, whatever y'all want to call that, at Crib Man and at E11 Hayes, as well as our pod page at the No Bluffin Pod, man. Appreciate y'all engaging over there for sure. Glad to be back for another episode, man. Evan, what's going on with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. We had a good week last week. Views are very good last week, so shout out y'all on that one. Shout out Adam Pike again for making another great episode.
For sure.
But no, the week was good, bro. We're watching a lot of Olympics, as we will get into. But man, I'm winding down. Finna go back up that mountain, to the land of the buffalo at Johnson City, Tennessee. So I'm reluctant to go back, but I'm also excited to get my last semester of undergraduate college out the way. So yeah, that's just kind of the prep right now. Edward, shout out my brother Edward. He's also moving to University of Maryland Eastern Shore for his PhD program. So there's a lot of moving parts. We're kind of moving at the same time, so a lot of moving parts going on in the Hayes household. But other than that, man, It's been good though. But what about you, bro? How was your week?
Man, another long week of work. That's been the thing for me for the last couple of weeks, honestly. But can't complain at all. You know, like we talked about last episode, man, everything that's going on, hey, tripping about it ain't gonna do nothing. So
Nope.
I just been kind of pushing forward on that. Been enjoying a little Olympics myself. Been missing a little bit, but man, at this point, I'm just glad the NFL season is getting popping.
Yes, sir.
It's weird. Like, I played football and I enjoy probably basketball a little more than actually football, watching it, but it still ain't nothing like it when that season rolls around, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Sure.
So I'm excited to get to see my sorry Broncos kind of, and they rebuild.
Yes, sir,
As well as the Titans, man. We're going to talk a little bit about that in the news as well. So before we get it started, man, I ain't had one of these in a couple of weeks, but I seen this pop up the other day, and I was like, all right, I got to ask you. So Disney had their little
D23.
There you go. I don't know what it was called.
I'm tapped in with the nerd stuff, bro. You already know who I am, bro. So come on, just come on with it.
So they had that I don't want to call it a seminar, but
it's an expo. It's called.
There you go. Hey, give me right. All I know is that I saw them have a bunch of just like old hits that I can't call them remakes, but they're starting to add another addition to it. The one I'm excited about, especially as a parent, I saw Frozen 3. I saw we ain't let our daughter watch The Incredibles yet, not one or two, because
you need to put them on.
Man, my daughter already is enough, and her seeing Jack and I can't remember what was the other
Jack and Dash.
Dash, good God, she watched Dash, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to deal with myself.
She'll be bouncing off the walls, running
times two.
I already know.
So
you talking about the big one or the little one, or both of them?
The little one.
I saw her. She trying to walk and stuff now.
The little one. Oh my God, bro. She is climbing up on stuff. Trying to walk before she even got crawling down pack. It's the craziest thing to watch. These children around here, they'll be in some kind of they'll be in some sport doing something. Shout out to Elena. She got done with T-ball like a month and a half ago. She finished strong, boy. I ain't gonna tell you. She started out terrible. Matter of fact, at 3 years old, bro, after her first practice, we got to the car, we're giving her snacks. And I ain't never heard her say this in the world. I didn't even know she knew this word. But she got in her car seat and she said, that was a disaster.
She had the wherewithal at 3 years old to know, this ain't it. We got to change something up because this ain't it.
Yeah, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. She had about 6 or 7 games, and by the end of the last game, she didn't want to run no base or nothing at the beginning. But at the end, she was much better off. So I think next year she gonna be all right. I think we better try to get her in fall soccer or something like that. Just keep her active.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Because school finna start back. It was already started back for
y'all
probably.
Yep. And she got bumped up to pre-K. She only 3, but they bumped when they put in pre-K. Good job. She needed it because she was more than a regular 3-year-old class. So
yeah.
But yeah, man. Back on D23. Incredibles. What was the other one I saw? I saw a Lion King.
Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5. I thought they were done with that.
I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
I was like, what they finna do?
Yeah, they did Incredibles, Toy Story, Moana 2. What else? It was something else I missed. They did a Percy Jackson remake, or not a remake, a season 2 of that show. A Lion King.
The first one.
A Lion King prequel. Like it's talking about Mufasa's life.
I'm excited for that, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like, you know how with history they tell you get like one view of a story.
Yeah.
And like you have your feelings about a story for so long. Everybody looked at Scar as the villain. He is low.
He got a good reason. Hey,
man.
But he got a good reason.
Oh man. Oh man. Don't tell me I'm for the star room for Scar, bro. Don't do that. Oh man.
I may have to after watching that movie. No, but I think the whole thing about Mufasa being an orphan and Scar bringing him into the family, I feel like that's a twist I did not see coming. So I'm like you said, I'm very excited. Out of all the things they released, that's probably the one I'm the most excited about, because initially I'm not really a big fan of like the live action remakes of like animated show, animated movie. But that one I may give the time of day because I feel like it looks really dope. I guess I'm showing my age. I'm kind of off of like the the sequels of like the Inside Outs and the Incredibles. I'm like, I watch it on Disney Plus? Yeah, but will I go to the movie and watch it? Probably not. You know. But I that's probably the one I'm probably most excited at. But D23 is always something I was tuning into for all the Marvel stuff, all the Star Wars stuff, all the Disney stuff, you know. So it's always a great event. Hopefully one year I would love to go. That and Comic-Con. Those are two nerd events I want to go to in my lifetime, because I would lose my mind there probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a dope experience. I wanted to ask you this. With all of that, what would you say is your favorite childhood movie, and then just favorite movie overall? But we can go childhood first.
Childhood is definitely Lion King, the first one. That was the first one I vividly remember watching with my brother a lot. And then I saw the play at the Orpheum, and I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably Lion King, probably one. The close second, probably Incredibles. Just to be real with you. Because the first Incredibles, it was just so dope. And then I bought the Incredibles. Me and my brother had the Incredibles game too on like, I think DS or GameCube or something. So it was crazy.
Know they made that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had the Incredibles game. I played that. And probably my favorite movie overall. That's hard, bro. It's my overall favorite movie.
You're gonna go lay down in the bed and you're gonna throw it on because you know you're gonna be locked in.
Replay that. I'm sorry. Across the Spider-Verse is still my favorite movie. The last Across the Spider-Verse movie with Miles Morales, and it's still at first because I'm a nerd. At first it was Spider-Man No Way Home with all the live action Spider-Mans coming together. Yeah. After watching Across the Spider-Verse, I'm like, that was the only time I walked away. I was like, that's the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life, and I want to see this.
Across was the second one, right?
Yeah, Across was the second one.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that second one was cold.
That's the only time I've walked away from a movie was like, that is literally the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. That's even with Avengers, Endgame, Avengers, Infinity War, all the Fast and Furious movies. Like, I've seen a lot of movies. That was the one movie I was like, I need to watch it again right now. Like, I need to watch it again. No, that stays on. If you can't see it, I have a Spider-Verse poster like right here in my room, right here. So probably Across the Spider-Verse is probably my favorite one of all time. Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man because Black Spider-Man, so all that. But that's definitely probably my number one right now.
That's what's up. My favorite growing up is definitely gonna be. I'm with you. I'm like 1A, 1B. It's between Good Burger and Lion King.
Good Burger. Funny thing about it, first time I watched Good Burger when I was a kid, I was super annoyed. But then I watched when I was a little older. I was like, okay, this is actually really, really funny. Like, I don't know why.
For real?
Like, yeah, Kel Mitchell, I love his acting. But at first I was like, why is he doing a stupid voice? Why is he so dumb? Yeah. It annoyed me.
See, that's me now. It's the opposite for me. Back then, that was the greatest, dumbest, funniest thing ever. And then now it's like, bro.
But he really dumb.
He I mean,
no, you can't say that. You can't say that. Can't say that.
I didn't say anything.
Not condone
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I stopped myself. I stopped it. Yeah. Go back here. I stopped it. Yeah, he is he's different. I'll just say that.
Did you watch the second one?
God awful. God awful. Should have left it alone.
It was
should have left it alone.
It was very bad.
And then he came out on Club Shay Shay talking all crazy. I was like, man, can y'all get Kel Mitchell? Like, get him out of just move him around, bro.
You know, he didn't have a terrible story. His wife like left him and took the kids. Like, it was a whole. I did watch the episode. Like,
he sounded like it was self-inflicted because he kept taking her back. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, how fine was she to you?
Like, she cheated a few times on him, took the kids. Like, it was
had a baby on him, got pregnant by somebody else or something. Like,
it was a weird episode.
He might be. What was his name in the movie?
Ed.
He might be real life Ed for real.
Kel Mitchell gonna watch this and get.
He might be Ed for real, bro, because he be wilding. Like, yeah, he be wilding. But yeah, that in Lion King. I had the orange tape of Good Burger. Every time I watched, I had to have an actual cheeseburger eating it. It was crazy as a kid. But now as an adult. Number one is The Nutty Professor, the first one.
It's a good movie. Very good movie.
I can't stop laughing, bro. Like, at all.
Very funny movie.
Don't let me get a little sip or something. Like, it's over with. Like, my chest might hurt. I might have to go to the ER.
I feel
and then very good movie. That and Eddie Murphy. I think low key, me and my wife was talking about this like a while back. Not on purpose, but I don't know. Eddie Murphy might be my favorite actor. Just off GP, like not on, like I would never say that, like I would never pinpoint and say like he's my favorite. But when I look back on all of like some of my top movies, like he's the guy in a lot of my top. I didn't really rock with that one. That
was rock with Norbit.
Not like that. It got his funny moments, but but like no. Oh boy, oh god, live recording. You got to watch what you say.
This man still hung up on that.
I almost said something crazy again, man. Stop,
almost got us wiped out the airwaves like that. Like in
can
2
you
seconds.
just all right? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get back in the car. We're gonna go down this street. We're gonna bust a right. We're gonna get up out of this, like because this is going crazy off the rails for sure. We're gonna go ahead and get into the No Bluffin, dude. How about that?
Yeah, great idea, Chris. Let's go. Great idea. Keep it moving. Keep moving.
Gracious, man. U.S. gold medal. The gold medal game. U.S. versus France. We actually got the women that are going to be playing tonight.
They're playing right. Well, they're playing. As recordings are playing right now, I think.
For real?
I may be wrong. Maybe I was looking at the old recording. I could have sworn it was playing right now.
I thought they played later on. Oh. Let me see. Just to make sure.
Yeah, 25,
yeah,
26.
They are playing.
Yeah, 25 up. Well, yeah, they're playing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
At halftime. Yeah. It's almost over. All right, so by the time this is over, we'll announce who wins that. Come on, USA women. Y'all got to get this. Y'all got to make it a clean sweep. But they did have the gold medal game against France. Great game, bro. One of the best Olympic games I've seen. We were talking, me and my wife, like, when you think about Olympics, what sports do you think about? I told her, for me, it's basketball, it's track, and gymnastics. Everything else that's in between is great, but like that's the main three things that I'm kind of tapped into. That's what I see is like the Olympics for sure. So I was glad they was able to pull it out. What were your thoughts on that game? And also I want to get your thoughts on the MVP situation too, because I kind of had a little side eye about that myself.
Number one, of course, great game, as you said. Pretty much the last two games against Serbia and against France were some of the best peak basketball I've ever seen in my life. Like I was very much entertained watching that game. A few takeaways. I know what it likes to feel. I know what it feels like to cheer for Steph Curry, which is very funny. It's a very funny experience. I've never been a not fan of Steph Curry. I just never liked when he played the Grizzlies, obviously. And then when him and KD had their 2-man power trip, but outside, I've always been like a decently fan of Steph because I appreciate greatness. But just watching him work it's a masterclass.
Right.
I kind of got like a little like sorrow because it's probably the last time I see KD, Steph, LeBron on the same court together. Because this is the generation I grew up on. Like, those are the GOATs of my generation. So just seeing that, and just watching them work, man, like it was just a great game. I'm very scared about that 7'5" Frenchman because he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. That's the back of my hand. Like, dude is like 21 and he's going head up with the best team in the world. And I hate he plays in our division, but we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, those my takeaways, man. I thought LeBron should have got MVP. I want to hear what you got to say because I thought that was pretty warranted. Like LeBron consistently throughout the pool play and the gold medal and game, he played the best. Like Steph Curry had to play best last 2 games for sure. But I thought LeBron fully deserved the MVP. But what's your take on that?
So that's my question. Is it for the title game or is it for the tournament? That's
for the tournament. That's what I thought it was for the whole tournament.
If it's for the tournament, then I have no quarrels at all. That 100% goes LeBron. If it was for the game, which I mean, that you say that, I'm thinking it probably was not for the game. Then obviously got to give it to Steph. Steph was going crazy, like you said. The last 2 games, I don't think they. Honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're gonna lose them, but he definitely was a part of them winning those 2 games.
For sure. He was a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that shooting, bro. You can never replace that. We're gonna talk about the shooter here at the end, in our main segments. But yeah, Steph Curry just like you said, being able to root for him. Like you said, I ain't gonna say I just sat here and rooted against him. I did root against him that first year that him and KD was. No, that's a lie. I rooted against him both years. KD was there.
Yeah, for sure. I hated both.
Wanted LeBron to win.
I hated both of those years. It was so unentertaining those years. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. 2017, 2018 was one of the worst years of basketball history.
Yeah. But being able to like genuinely root for Steph and be happy for what he was doing out on that court, it felt weird. It felt like a kink that I never would have thought I would have liked. But it was dope, man. I understand why Golden State fans are literally ridiculous. I get it. Like I would be too.
They've been spoiled for dang near a decade or over a decade of Stephen Curry. Just that last 3 when he behind the back step back over 2 people, I literally lost my I literally flipped over my couch. Watch it. Like I was on my couch watching. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna shoot that." I literally flipped over my couch and shot and cash it too.
Cash money.
I was like, "Oh wow."
The one on Wemby, I didn't think he was gonna shoot. And then you go see the picture, like the still shot of that. It looks ridiculous, bro. Like Wemby is so high up in the air. I don't even know how the ball gets that high. And it still hit the front of the rim and drop in. I'm like, this man is ridiculous, bro.
And then I go on a rabbit hole about these things. I'm like, yeah, God like blessed him with the ability to shoot the ball, like inherently. But you gotta think about it. His father is Dale Curry, who was a very good shooter in his own right. And Steph Curry been shooting NBA Jams since he's probably been like 5 years old. So it's kind of like, I really surprised. Like we didn't expect he was going to be at this level, but like
I'm sorry,
not to this level, obviously.
Yeah, this is insane.
Like
I mean, you talking about Dale Curry, that's great, but Michael Jordan's sons are garbage. So like that don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
it don't correlate. It don't correlate.
Yeah, even LeBron. Like let's not talk about his kids.
No.
I'm just saying, bro. Like
Twitter finna go crazy. So we bring Bronny James, Twitter go crazy.
I'm gonna tell you my theory, my conspiracy. I felt like there is a magnet in the basketball.
So when Steph Curry gets it,
somebody in behind the scenes, they are pressing the button to make it magnetically go to the rim. Just like the shots that he makes sometimes are just ridiculous, bro. I'm sorry, like some stuff don't be seeming real. Like we will probably never see this again.
No,
outside of a robot. That's it.
And maybe they probably your daughter's age right now. Probably the next person that's
probably so
shooting like that. They ain't in this lifetime. We're gonna be 40, 50, 60, 70 years old by the time we see another person.
You know who I think might do it? Shoot.
Who?
Shout out to Marcus Savage, my boy. host of the 3 the Hardaway podcast. His daughter, I ain't gonna lie,
shooting
I have never seen nobody shoot the ball like that, bro. She is shooting on the Tyco hoop, underhanded, but like at full force, super fast, and it is netting every time, bro. Like what?
Sean Marion that move.
It's not a toss. It's not a toss in the air that's got, it's got air on it. Like, no, it's going straight to the rim. She may have the magnetic field in her basketball. Because, like, hey, Savage, you need to go ahead and start a training program, my guy. And I got 2 of them for you. Because
get your girls on the shooting machine. Had them getting 500 shots a day.
I need all that.
All that.
I need that for sure. Yeah, we might already have the next addition to that already for real.
But I do have one question though. Just since the Olympics is finally over, where do you stack this team up with all-time USA basketball teams? You got 92, you got 2008, you got 2016, 2020, 2024. 96 was pretty good too. You had Shaq and Penny on that team. So where do you stack this team up? Because I know I have my answer.
I think the Redeem team, I want to say, that's number 1. You're never gonna have more talent than that.
Nah,
you never will. So if I had to put it, I'm gonna say it's probably 3rd. Because I'm sorry, I gotta put Redeem first, and I gotta put Dream 2nd. But I do think they played tougher competition than either one of those teams did.
That's my point.
It's hard. Like, you can only play who's in front of you. I get that. But that team that had, I'm sorry, bro, Kobe, D-Wade.
Prime Kobe, Prime Wade.
Come on,
Prime athletic Braun. You had
Carmelo,
Jason Kidd. KD went on that team. Melo was on that team. KD wasn't on 08. KD wasn't. It was still in. He was a rookie when that happened. KD wasn't on that team.
Redeem was 2008.
Yeah, Redeem was 2008 because they lost
2012. Then
2012 was LeBron, KD, Melo, Darren Williams, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tyson Chandler, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis. Who else on that team?
Kobe wasn't on that team.
He was. I just said Kobe. It was LeBron, Kobe.
Man, that's the team I'm talking about. 12.
Oh, you talking about 2012? Okay.
Talking about 2012.
So you weren't talking about Redeem team because D-Wade wasn't on 2008. I mean, D-Wade went on 2012. D-Wade was not on 2012. The last Olympics Dwayne Wade played in was 2008.
Bro, hold on, man. Hold on. Now
trust me. No, fact check me. I know this. Trust me. I know this. Trust me. Fact check me right now. Dwayne Wade was not on 2012 Olympic team. He wasn't.
Ballhead D-Wade.
Yeah, he was on 2008, not 2012.
Why was he not on 12?
Because he didn't want to, and that was after Miami won a chip too. Maybe he was hurt, like he had knee information and all that during that Miami Heat times. But he was not on that team. I'm telling you,
bro. Keep talking. My bad. I gotta figure this out.
I'm telling you, he wasn't.
Went announced in 2012 edition. Others withdrew due to injury, including Chris Bosh, Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade. That is dumb.
He said that is stupid. He said that is dumb.
So did he play 26? No, he couldn't have.
No, his last one he played was 2008. I'm telling you.
But that just sounds so weird.
The last prime D-Wade was 2008, 2009. Remember, he had that crazy 2008 Olympic year, and then the next year was 2009 when he should have won the MVP over LeBron. He averaged like 32 with Miami.
And KD didn't play on that team. Why?
KD was a rookie. He was a rookie. He got drafted in 07. KD was still playing in Seattle at this point. KD was young.
Okay, now you got me tripping then. So
yeah, exactly.
I might have to change my answer then.
Yeah, because you mixed up 2008 and 2012. You combine it. If you combine those teams, yeah, it's the greatest team ever. Because that's 2012 was the year that Melo set the record for the most points in the Olympic game.
I mean, Redeem team still crazy though. I mean, when you got D-Wade, Kobe, LeBron, prime Chris Bosh, prime Melo,
Jason
prime
Kidd,
Dwight Howard.
They had Tayshaun Prince on that team, I think. Oh, Michael Redd.
Yeah,
I know Michael Redd was on that team.
Tayshaun Prince and Michael Redd was the
Tyrese Halliburton's
and Drew Holiday, Derek White of the team.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, mess me up for real. Like,
I know I had it on top of my head. I'm surprised I was able to name off all those people on top of my head like that. I was 4 years old when that happened, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's Tyson Chandler, Russ.
Yeah, young Russ. Russ wasn't Russ yet. He was young Russ.
Hey man, AD wasn't AD.
AD was Kentucky AD. That was
all right, yeah, I'm gonna go redeem Dream.
2008. 2008.
Yeah.
2008, 1992, and 2024. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, 2024. I put this team after that. God, if that man, I hate injuries. I hate suspensions. I hate all that. Because if you can just shuffle out one or two players off this team and slide in a healthy Ja Morant, and probably I don't even have to ask for why. I'm about to say I can just throw in there. I'll probably put this one number one just because they so top heavy with Bron, Steph, KD. But after that, for me, it's kind of like all the young guys. I don't really. Yeah, they out. Am I about to change my answer
again? Hey man, I just put the question out there. It's yours. It's on you.
Yeah, this might be number 3, dog.
3.
This might be number 3.
Well, I have them.
Who's that 4th best player?
Is right now on this team?
On this team,
Devin Booker.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I can't put them up there. I'm sorry.
Devin Booker played well though. He played
well, but I'm sorry. He's not. When you looking at D Wade, LeBron, Kobe, Carmelo,
Dwight Howard,
they were just way too dominant at that time. And they're Booker,
Darren
for him
Williams.
to be in the league almost 10 years, like him and Ant maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah,
I think they can go. In my opinion, I have 2024 as number 2. In my opinion, I have redeemed 2008, then 2024, then 2012, and 1992. I'm sorry, if you really look at that 1992 team, bro. Again, call me young and all day. Larry was old. Magic was old. Jordan was in the peak of his powers. Charles Barkley was at the peak of his powers. Scottie Pippen was too. They were playing terrible competition. Actually, no. Honestly, I'll put 1992 because they still had Dave Robinson on that team and Patrick Ewing. No. I'll put 1992 number 3. I have 19, not 2012. No, I'll put 19 Dream Team number 2.
Man, you forget the old heads to cancel our podcast talking crazy.
That's
like
fine. But if you really look at that team, who they were playing, they was not playing nobody. They was playing literally. If you look at the stat, they played 15 other NBA players during that Olympic run. There is 61 other NBA players in this Olympics. Like, come on, bro. Like, the competition was way. I'm trying to see who on that team, so I make sure I miss. They had Christian Laettner on that team, bro. Like, come on. Yeah, Chris Mullins, Patrick Ewing, Magic was old, Larry was early, Karl Malone was peak his powers, Clyde. Yeah, that is a tough team. But people,
bro.
I just think people overrate a little bit because Larry barely played. His back was messed up. Chris Laettner didn't do nothing. Chris Mullin was kind of just out there. To be honest with you, Chris Mullin was just kind of just out there. Clyde, like because they see the picture with Jordan and Magic and Larry, and they just go off. But really, the best players on that team was Jordan, Barkley, and Pippen. Honestly, those are 3 best players on that team. And you can maybe like sub in David Robinson or Patrick Ewing, depends on what apples and oranges, you know. But that's just how I see it. I think that team is a little overrated. Still a great team, but I have them number 3. I'm taking Steph to cook John Stockton tail all day of the week. You got Bron and Jordan. They cancel each other out. No, probably at that point, Jordan was better than Bron right now. Jordan 92 is better than Bron now. Then you got KD. KD is cooking whoever you want on that team. I'm sorry. KD is cooking whoever. And then I guess you can say, as you said, like after the top 3, it kind of wavers off. But I still think you can go shot for shot with them dudes. So I really do, honestly.
That's why I say 08, bro.
Yeah, I think always number 1 for sure. Always for sure number 1.
Yeah,
they had no weak links on their team at all. Like, I guess you could throw in Michael Redd and Tayshaun Prince, but they still was productive in the little time that they got. But
I bet they wasn't playing over Carmelo. I bet they wasn't playing over
D Wade.
Right.
Then, think about it. D Wade did come off the bench that year. We're talking about benching. D Wade came off the bench that year, and he turned up. He gladly came off the bench, and arguably was the best player on that team. Arguably, I wouldn't say he undoubtedly was. He didn't get no DMPs. He didn't. He didn't.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna do it.
This man finna get Jason Tatum love around here.
Nope. This is what I had prepared for y'all comment below, but when we talk it out, yes, he didn't get snubbed. If it's for the whole tournament, he didn't get snubbed. But if you want to make a case for it in the comments, let us know. I just at this point, yeah, you're right. He did. Yeah. But I shout out to him. He had an amazing performance for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, was that the first news topic we've been on?
Yeah.
All right, man. We gotta get up out of here.
We kind of went along with the Disney talk, and then we did.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna run through it. If y'all have not been living on the rock, one of the premier events of the Summer Olympics has been track and field, and the star of USA track and field, the face right now, is Mr. Noah Lyles. If y'all don't know, he did win the 100-meter dash. As I said last week, I wanted him to win it, and he came through and caught that dub in the greatest statistically 100-meter dash in Olympic history, with all 8 guys breaking the 10-second barrier. He won by 0.005 seconds. So he did his thing, but he came along. A win is a win. But then he came along in the 200s.
Goofball.
And he came home with the bronze for the second straight Olympics in the row, might I add, in the 200-meter dash. And apparently he got COVID. He got COVID. He said he got COVID 2 days before. During the semifinals, he had a mask on, and he didn't look like himself. He kind of fell out after on the track. He had to get carted off the track. He also suffers with asthma, so as a person with asthma, I understand his pain. But what was your thoughts on Mr. Noah Lyles coming home with it? First, yeah, give him credit for his dub. But what was your thoughts on him doing a Paul Pierce impersonation, as some would say?
Goofball,
crazy.
Goofball.
I'm gonna let you talk. 'Cause I'm biased. I'm gonna let you talk.
Man's a goofball, bro. Like I said, I need you out there right when we get done with this podcast. I need you running heels,
in the weight room,
bleachers,
all that.
I need
with a weighted vest.
Yeah, man. 2028. I need you to get dude up out of here because I am sick of him. Like I am so sick of Noah Lyles, bro. He is the most unlikable Olympic athlete of America I've ever experienced in my life. Like, you can't go up there and had this snarky attitude about, like, he was talking about coming out of the curve and people's gonna be depressed seeing him and all this stuff.
He did say that.
And this was apparently when, I'm just saying, statistically, you've had COVID at that moment.
Yeah, after the first round. Well, after the 100, he's supposed to, but apparently he didn't. But if you go by like trends,
the days, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You had it then. It didn't hit you hard, but you had it. Then this is what ticked me off. Mm-hmm. This man runs out the tunnel like he already won a championship. Your ass you ain't had COVID then. You was jumping like a mug then. Like, you jumping like a goddamn gorilla. I mean, pumping up the crowd, got a front flip. I mean, his whole demeanor, like the way he was raising his arms was like praise me. I am the Greek god Noah Lyles. Man went out there and lost, and then fell on the ground like he got shot, and then he's sitting there in a freaking wheelchair with his jersey ripped up. I was like, bro, get this goofy ass dude out my face. I do not want to see him ever again, bro. Like, he's irritating as hell, bro. I'm sorry. Like, no, bro. I'm good on Noah Lyles, bro. Like,
oh my god,
I'm so good on
me
dude,
dying, bro. You got me dying. I'm sorry, you got me dying, bro.
Okay. And he gonna say you lost, and now you got COVID, bro. And then this tipped the cake for me. Mm-hmm. This ugly dude goes in, posts a picture on Twitter yesterday talking about COVID free. Bro, I threw my phone, bro. Bro, I can't stand that dude, bro. Get out of my face, though, Lyles. Like, bro, somebody please don't take the mantle. I know the dude from
you
Jamaica
tripping so
said,
hard. Your mic got out of the way. You're tripping so hard.
Oh boy. Let me fix myself over here, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you straight. Just the camera. Okay, there we go.
Man,
Whew.
bro.
Oh my goodness, you got me tripping.
Dude, I think he was from Jamaica. I think the dude that won the
no, Tobago. No, Botswana. He said, let's see little Toboho. He said, I can never be the face of track and field because I'm not arrogant and loud like no. I was like, I was like, dang.
Built him.
Yeah.
He's not the face. I'm sorry. No.
Unfortunately for you, he is, because he does do all the pompous and all that. He's going to be the.
And he lost and he barely won. He lost and he barely won.
Okay, Chris.
My bead. If he didn't have a bead in his hair.
Chris. You are an educated black man. You ran track. You should know that a win is a win. Okay. Out of all people, I feel like you should know that track is track. Yeah,
he ain't the face.
I'm sorry, but he is. Like,
somebody's gonna come back and kick his ass, and I'm gonna love it in 2028.
28. He be 31 at that point. That's kind of old for a track person. But anyway, but first of all,
by the way, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but for two things. First, shout out Luisito Tobago. He got 6 in the 100. He won a 200 and split 43-0 on the 4x4, and got his country to second in the 4x4. Set an African record. 3rd fastest 4x4 time ever. And shout out to Americans for getting gold. The 2nd fastest 4x4 time ever. So first, he's a dog, and he's only 21 years old. Yeah. He is the future of sprinting, without a doubt. Two things. Who should be the face is Sidney Maroney. That's who should be the face of track and field.
Yep.
They should market her. And I love Shakira. She is my favorite sprinter. But who should be the face is Sidney McLaughlin. She has broken the world record in the hurdles 6 times. 6 times. And she split 47.77 on the 4x4. And that set the American record in the 4x4. And that was 1.0 off of the world record. Shout out Sidney McLaughlin. Also shout out, this is what I'm going through this real quick. Shout out Gabby Thomas. She got 3 gold medals during the whole Olympics. She won a 200, 4x1, 4x4. Also should be marketed as one of the face of track and field. Yeah. Even though she lost, gotta give her my flowers. Shakira Richardson. She is the reason why the 4x1 won the relay.
Yeah,
she is a dog. Top end, go crazy.
Man.
Who else do I need to shout out? A lot of Americans won, like Grant Holloway won, Rob Benjamin won, but what I want to talk about just for a quick second, USA men relay is the worst thing to ever grace the face of track and field. We have not won a gold medal in the relay since 2000. 24 years. We have not got a medal in the relay since 2004.
Garbage.
I got like 2,000 views on my tweet when I was going off because I was like, this is ridiculous. You change. Okay, Noah got sick. Yeah. You don't change the whole order up the day of the meet. You don't do that. They moved Fred Curry to anchor. They moved Kenny Benerick to second, and Christian Coleman, Kenny Benerick have never practiced together. You can't throw guys together and expect it to work. Coaching decision was terrible. Kenny Benerick, I can't fault him because the coaching was bad, but you left your mark way too early. So yeah, it was a mockery.
That shouldn't have mattered who was there.
He left his mark extreme, and as a track for that specialized sprinting, I cringed so hard. I literally walked out the room when I saw that because it was terrible. It was terrible. So I feel like USATF needs to do a whole hostile takeover of everybody. Fire everybody. Fire the coaching. Fire the direct.
And
everybody.
Noah.
Shut up. No, he is the fastest man in the world for a reason. So no,
he's not.
But he won the 100 meters. That means he's the fastest man in the world.
He lost the 200, so he not really.
What's the type? Okay, Chris. Again, you're smart. You just like to hate it. Who gets the title world's fastest? The person who wins the 100 meters of men and women.
I didn't. Where the rule book say that at?
You can look it up. Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
The world fastest man for world fastest woman title goes who wins because the 100 meters is the most maximum sprint in track and field because it's the 100 meters.
Both, or at least get a second.
We got spoiled. We got spoiled because Usain Bolt made it look so easy from 2008 to 2016. You understand how hard that is to like win the double 9 times in a row?
Not when you jumping up like you the Greek god, I think. What was the Greek gods?
Artemis, all them.
Yeah, man.
We got spoiled because Usain Bolt was literally made in a lab. So we got spoiled. But the fastest man and fastest woman title is given to the person that wins 100 meters. Just like Julian, that's like Sha'Carri Richardson. She's not the fastest. So by that, who's the fastest woman in the world then?
Sha'Carri Richardson. She had a bad
She's not though because she lost.
Yeah.
Just kind of what it is. It don't matter what you do.
Well, Sha'Carri he ain't either. So goddamn it, you know what? We all win. Sha'Carri ain't more lives ain't either. So
and I love Sha'Carri, but she ain't fast woman because she lost 100. Last year she had that title when she won the world championship. This year she did.
Won the name?
Julian Alfred.
Yeah. She was going crazy. She didn't win by a beat. She won by a good.
She dominated that race.
Yeah. That's the best woman in the world. Not a beat winner. Third place winner, 200.
This man went 9.79, bro. He went
9.78. Slow, bro. Like it sucked. I'm sorry.
Appreciate greatness, Chris. Appreciate greatness. That's one of the fastest man to ever live. He is the 3rd fastest man in the 200. He is the 10th fastest man in the 100. Appreciate greatness. You didn't want to say nothing to me.
Yeah, I'm done with no Lyles. Real quick, NFL preseason quick notes. With the NFL season starting, we're probably gonna make this probably every week thing, just until the NBA season starts, because I know the NBA news is gonna be a little slow. So just report on this real quick. I got 3 quick hitters. Caleb Williams reportedly is looking awful. The number 1 pick, the quarterback that paints his nails and apparently feels like he's the next Brett Favre or whatever he thinks he is. Apparently, he's looking god awful and is throwing almost more picks in preseason and training camp than he is touchdowns.
Did we watch the same? He went 4 for 7, 95 yards.
No, not in the game. I'm talking about him in like.
Oh, I was like, what? Like, what you mean? He look good. Like, what?
Yeah, he looked cool in the preseason, but I guess I should have said that better. Before they played a preseason game, like the whole camp, he was having one of the worst rookie camps in the whole NFL, which is just surprising. But at the same time, like you don't always see the best quarterback out of a rookie class go that high. That's rare that the number 1 pick comes out and just dominates. I don't know why, but they just thought Caleb Williams was ahead above everybody else. So we'll see. I ain't rooting against the guy because Chicago needs a good quarterback. Good God, they've been terrible at quarterback for a long time. The Titans are stacked. They looked, they only played, so much yesterday in their first preseason game, but their offense has the best receiving core they've ever had. Hands down, I don't care. And I used to love Derrick Mason, Frank Wycheck. That team was my favorite growing up. They have never had a receiving core from 1 through 4 this dominant. This is about to be crazy. Will Levis is looking good, and then that defense is stacked. I can't wait to watch them this season every Sunday. And my Broncos, nobody probably cares, but I'm going to talk about this. My team. We are still unsure at quarterback. We have 3 quarterbacks that we don't know who is ahead above the other one. That's terrible. And I'm mad because I wanted them to really tank this year and go after Shedeur Sanders next year. Already in Colorado, he can just go right down the road to Denver and be our starting quarterback of the future. Bo Nixon had to come with it. That's all I got on my little quickies. What you got on the NFL, my guy?
Nothing really crazy. I like Jaden Daniels. He was my standout from preseason week. Jaden Daniels and JJ McCartney. Jaden McCartney, I was actually a guy I was pretty down on, to be honest with you, because he had probably the best roster in college football. But he looked very good. Jaden Daniels, Washington is a very dumpster fire situation.
Yeah.
Besides Terry McLaurin, obviously. But I don't know. I just feel like he's going to be the best rookie quarterback this year. I don't know why I have that feeling. I just do. I just feel like they've had so many bad quarterback plays since Kirk Cousins. I feel like they just something got to hit. So those are my two. I didn't catch a lot of preseason as much as I should, but I really like looking at the quarterbacks. I like seeing how the quarterbacks go through like their growing pains throughout the year. So that was kind of just my JJ McCartney. Those are my two takeaways. But honestly, we're gonna get into predictions later. I know you talk about your Titans. I'm sorry, I don't see anyone beating that bad man Kansas City unless something the only place that is Baltimore. That's the only chance people that have a chance of beating them. That's how I see it. Like in the AFC, that's the only chance. That's the only team I give a legit chance to. So I'm not at the point where I'm getting like to the Warriors territory where I'm tuning out because I don't know. I'm not at that point yet because it's still entertaining to watch. And I halfway like the Chiefs, like halfway. But I'm sorry, like I can't be too engaged right now until I see Baltimore and Houston. I feel like Houston has a chance to. Honestly, I want to see what Baltimore and Houston does. Then I'll really get engaged and see if can anyone take down that bad man in Kansas City with the fluffy hair.
Even then, like I can't really take him serious to the playoffs because last few years it's like they've been kind of coasting. And in your mind, you're like, oh man, the Chiefs, they probably done now. And then playoff time come and they do their thing. So I'm with you. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like it would take all the stars to align, and Will Levis is gonna have to play a hell of a game. But from what I saw from them last year, I don't think Kansas City is unbeatable. It's just one of those things, kind of like when they get to the end of the game, kind of like Tom Brady.
Don't give him the ball.
You can't give him the ball.
Don't give him.
Good God, you can't give this man not a glimpse, because if you give him a glimpse, it's over with. You got to put him away. That's the thing. So
the only reason I say it's gonna be hard this year because his receiving core got better.
That's true.
That's on. Last year he had statistically his worst season ever with a bad receiving core, and he still won a championship.
Still won.
You tell me you had Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown, two of the fastest guys in the league, that you're not gonna maximize that.
No.
So Lamar,
Kelsey got to see gonna take a step back or not. That's gonna be the X factor.
He took a step back last year, and they still did his thing. It didn't matter. He took a step back last year.
But if Taylor Swift get him pregnant, then
let's go to the topics because you getting off this morning. Let's go to the topics. Go to break.
What team are y'all most excited about this NFL season? Make sure y'all comment below and let us know. Be glad to hear from you on that. Like Evan said, we finna get ready to go to break. I know it's a little late in the show, but again, it's off season, man. So we're gonna try to stretch this content as much as we can to get y'all to the beginning of the season. We're gonna on this other side, we're gonna talk about and continue our next season outlook series with Desmond Bane. So I'm excited to talk about Desmond Bane, what we want to expect for him next year. So stay tuned, stay locked in. We'll be right back after I hit this commercial button.
One of the questions as far as my writings for the Wizards was, what's going to happen with Tyus Jones? And I kind of was able to narrow it down. He had three teams that he was primarily looking at, and that were the Memphis Grizzlies, the Phoenix Suns, and the Atlanta Hawks. From my understanding, Memphis they offered him more money. Memphis offer was somewhere around $5 to $6 million, but they wouldn't have given him an opportunity to start. And I believe that was something that was really important for him.
I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't true, but I don't think the Grizzlies actually made a serious run at Tyus Jones. And at that number, I don't even consider that serious. You know what I mean?
A lot of people in Memphis didn't really want to believe that the Grizzlies were interested in Tyus Jones. And I think from what I saw on the internet, a lot of that has to do with you guys' expectation of what Scottie Pippen Jr. is going to be. The Memphis Grizzlies very much like Scottie Pippen Jr., but I'm also here to tell you they went out and tried to get a backup point guard.
Tune in to The Anthony Sane Show, Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Representing your country and winning, I think I'd black out on the podium. Because when I watch these people whose names I won't remember a week from now, and they're on the podium and they have tears and I start crying because I'm like, what a moment for this person. I'm getting a little nervous talking about it right now, BK.
I would shed 3 tears.
Oh.
I wouldn't be nose running crying. Not that crying. You know, there's levels to this crying game. There's
shoulder shaking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even when the tears stop, you still like, that's when you used to get in trouble though. Your parents used to give, that's when you used to get beaten.
You stop.
Yes, you better stop crying.
Exactly.
That's it, that bottom lip.
I'm not crying.
Right, yeah. I would definitely be up there. I would cry.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. Brevin has me dying laughing on that clip, bro. He got me dying laughing on that clip. Oh, man. But I am Chris Ingram. This is my guy, Evan Hayes, and we're going to jump right into our Grizzly topic for today, which is our next season outlook on Desmond Bane. I'm excited for Des, bro. I know last year was rough. It was rough for everybody. But just some quick notes on Desmond Bane. Last year averaged 23, almost 24 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting 38% from 3. That was actually a down year from 3 for Desmond Bane, which is kind of crazy when you think about that. He averaged almost 20 points a game for the last 3 seasons outside of his rookie year, which is amazing. And averaging 41.5% from 3 for his career. Again, like, dude is
sniper.
He's doing his thing. The greatest shooter that Memphis has ever seen. Easily. But I will say this: it is a slight injury issue that he's having, and some of this stuff, you know, I know it's a little chronic or with his back, or foot injuries, lower body injuries, things like that. But he is averaging playing about only 59 games per season, which when you look at it like that, I think it's like maybe a little bit less than 4 games a month that he's missing. So it don't really, maybe 1 game a week he's missing. It don't sound too bad.
It's still 22 games though. That's 22 games though. Missing. Wait, 59, 23 games. 23 games. Yeah, 23 games. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I would love to see him get around maybe that 65 game mark. Just right in there where the awards are. Even if he don't win an award, I think if he plays about 65, that puts us as a team and him probably in a better spot for the year, man. But I'm gonna pass the ball to you. What are you looking at, Desmond Bane? Starting the season. What do you want to see from him? And then just when we wrap this thing up at the end of the season, what looks like a successful season in your eyes with Desmond Bane?
Before we get started, USA women's basketball is currently up by 2 with 6:54 left in the fourth quarter. So currently up by 2, 6:54 left. But yeah, let me get my it's a little bit too close to comfort. We haven't lost a game in 60 games, which is crazy with USA women's basketball. But now, with my outlook for Dez, I have him being solidified as a top 3 to top 5 shooting guard in the league. I feel like he can be in that upper echelon because you think about the shooting guards, you have Devin Booker. It depends because the shooting guard position is kind of weird because some point guards can be combo guards and some small forwards can be shooting guards. Like, do you classify Anthony Davis as a shooting guard or a small forward? Jaylen Brown. But like, I feel like the shooting guard hierarchy goes in no particular order: Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Kyrie Irving. After that, I feel like Dez can be right there. You can maybe throw in a Jimmy Butler if you classify him as a shooting guard. Or, I'm trying to think who else you can really think is up there. I really can't think. Those are like my 3. Bradley Beal, he's not up there anymore. So yeah, I feel like, or Zach LaVine. You can maybe throw Zach LaVine in there.
Hell no, not right now.
Yeah, not right now. But yeah, that's what I said. Like, I feel like this man can solidify himself as a top 3 to top 5 shooting guard next year. I feel like if he stays healthy, he can be that. I had him in my notes. I have him playing 65 to 70 games on the high end if he stays healthy. My numbers, I said 25, 5 and 5. Just go a little bit more, just stay on that solid, consistent. My iPad keeps messing up. 40% from the field. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna I'm gonna fix it later. 40% from the field. I say I want him to develop a little bit of mid-range game because I feel like he gets some of his injuries because he is so broadly going towards the rim. He does a lot of pin down. He's pivoting off his toes and his knees and his back. Like he lands like Ja. He doesn't know how to fall. I don't know if it's just if that's a mental thing or just the Grizzlies don't teach these dudes how to fall, how to take contact the proper way.
Yeah.
Like, because he's built like a brick house. It's not a strength issue. It just, when you have all that weight, it's coming down a certain way, it's not going to always end properly.
Right.
And I also say a last thing. I want to see him be able to take over games when need be. Kyrie and Luka showed me that the best way to at least win a championship, not win a championship, but at least advance in the West, if you have two guys that can go with any time we want. I love Trip and I love Gigi, but wholeheartedly, I feel like Dez is our second most consistent player, but outside Ja Morant.
Of course, yeah.
So, I just want to see him and Ja in the upper echelon of backcourts. I don't think there are any major backcourts that I would take over them, honestly. Maybe after Luke and Kyrie, I wouldn't really put no one over Ja and Dez. So I want to see that tag team where they just go down the stretch and just take over games. Okay, Ja, I don't really have to your turn, my turn stuff, but sometimes it works if you just catch the hot hand. And we saw that in glimpses, but I feel like since this roster is so vast and there are a lot of different talents, there will be some games where we don't got to see, okay, call 12. We can say, hey, Dez, go win it. Hey, Gigi, go win it. I just want to see that more because I love Ja Morant to death. I feel like he has potential to be one of the greatest players of all time. But if you go by history, smaller guards don't necessarily win championships, and they don't hold up in the long run injury wise. I don't want knock on wood. Don't want nothing bad to happen to him, but I feel like a way to suffice that is to have a good supporting cast around him where he doesn't have to take over all the time. You feel what I'm saying? If Dez can go like, hey, Ja, I got it for the day. You just facilitate, give me my spot so we can go. And I feel like that can take this team to the next level, So yeah, that's kind of my synopsis. I have 25 and 5 and 5, 4% from the field. My Snivers All-Star, I don't think he's gonna be an All-Star just because the West is so competitive, and I don't feel like his numbers are gonna be that good for them to give him the All-Star nod over the 3 to 5 guard spots they have. Right. That's just wishful thinking. I don't think he'll be. Do I feel like he's gonna be an All-Star? Of course, obviously, but I don't think the Western Conference is gonna give him the nod unless he's averaging like 27, 28. But I don't see that happening. So All-Star is like a small thing, but that's just wishful thinking. So yeah, top 3 to 5 shooting guard, 25, 5 and 5 with 40% from 3. Be healthy, which means 65 to 70 games. Develop a mid-range game more. He can shoot the mid-range. He just chooses not to. Yeah. To kind of cut down on injuries and be able to take over games, just be more aggressive, be able to take over games. So him and Ja can just be surgical down the stretch with some of these guys. Because do I feel like next year in the next 1 or 2 years, Gigi will be better than Dez? I can see that. But I feel like this year, I would like to think Dez is our second best player. And I just want to see him and Ja be the best backcourt in the league. So that's why I see as a successful season. And of course, helping us win a championship, obviously. But that's how I see Desmond Bane for this year. That's what I want to see out of Desmond Bane.
Yeah, so let's talk about that All-Star thing, bro. Number one, Adam Silver, please get us to the East. Hey,
please move to the East, please, God. Please. We've missed out on so many All-Star through our history of Grizzlies because it's terrible.
Man, the West is tough. I mean, like you said, now if they did it, even if they did it by strictly position, it would be tough for them because
you still got Luka, Kyrie, Ja, his own teammate. Who else is in the Devin Booker? That's 4. Who else is in the West?
Shea, you got Steph, you got De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, that's
you
7.
Got James Harden that somebody gonna probably send the vote to.
Paul George, he's a guard if you want to classify him as a guard sometimes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he ain't feeling now. Yeah, but that's 8 guys. Well, yeah, 1, 8 guys.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10.
Yeah,
he's
10
gonna
guys
have to fight against. Yeah, Ja, Kai, Fox, Steph, Luka, Shea, Bill, Harden, Edwards, Booker.
I would take Bill out, but yeah.
I mean, he in the conversation just because he,
yeah.
Dez probably is gonna have a better season than him, but I mean, if he averaged 25, 23, 24 points, it's not gonna be a big gap between them. So
yeah,
we gotta get to the East, man. I'm beat it. I said this before. I went on a rant about this years ago. The idea of Luka being in the guard conversation, to me, I'm not gonna say what the word that I chose before. It's some propaganda. It's some propaganda, bro. Because you can't tell me that Luka is a point guard at 6'8" when he probably was drafted, I think, or most of his life was like deemed a small forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can we go back to that? Can we start or go back to like what's the word? Like identifying people by size and not by play style, because like LeBron did what Luka is doing for forever.
Mm-hmm.
But we got him listed at the back half of his career as a power forward. When the majority of his career he played small forward, but was on ball playing point guard. Like Luka come in and we all of a sudden we put him in a point. I say that it's a legacy building thing to try to prop up Luka over his peers. That like it's a lot of. I'm not trying to go too deep, but like to me, I'm just gonna say it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Y'all did not do this for these other guys that did it. The only other person that and he came in as a point guard at that size was Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys that have come in at certain positions, you don't just swap their position so that they can get first team All NBA. So they can get, starting for the All-Star game. Because if he was small forward, Luka would not have all these first awards. He wouldn't. He's not the best small forward in the West if LeBron James is there. Now you can beg him to go to the East. Or Kevin Durant. Keep going. Yeah. Kawhi at his peak powers. Is he better than Kawhi? Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, so like it's weird. I hate that. Sorry, I had to go back on my mini rant. I went on a crazy rant about Luka before, but I'm just gonna keep it chill right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, taking up a spot in the guard All-Star game or All NBA vote, I hate that. But yeah, it's gonna be tough for Bane, bro, unless we get to the East. But here's the thing: I don't want him or us as Grizzly fans or even just fans of the NBA to like demean his greatness because of the All-Star nod, because if he is that fringe player, like we all talk about, like CJ McCollum, who's some other guys?
Mike Conley.
I knew you was finna say Mike Conley. No.
Let me shut up. No. Shut up.
No. Hell no. No.
Well, look,
never a top 5 point guard consistently in the West.
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. But De'Aaron Fox, we're not gonna do this right now. We're not doing this right now.
Chris, no. We're doing this.
Chris, no.
Consistently. Chris. When was he a consistent top 5 point guard in the West? Please. In a West that had Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, who else was over there? Chris Paul.
That's 4.
Who else is over there? I know I'm tripping. Hold on now.
That's 4. Give me 5.
Hold on, bro. Nah, we ain't even play like this.
I said, give me 5. You said 5. I give you those 4. Give me 5, Chris.
I'm trying to think now.
I'm telling you,
he wasn't no top 5 point guard in the West, bro.
That's the whole point.
No, he was not.
To answer your question, De'Aaron Fox should have more All-Star nods. If you want to talk about it, De'Aaron Fox that's a fringe player. He should have more All-Star nods. Like I get your point. You're just really finna look up guards to the 2010s.
Yep, keep going.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I see your point about this. He just beat a lot of guys. But I agree with you. We shouldn't have to equate his success for that, because I feel like his value for this team and the impact he would have on winning will trump a lot of those guys that we named. I feel like he's gonna win more than Bill. I feel like he can have the same. I feel like the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves we're gonna be better. If not, our record's gonna be similar. Who else did you name? Steph, he's gonna get in off of just legacy alone, but I feel like we're gonna be better than the Warriors. Kai, I feel like him and Kai, honestly, I can have the same level of impact. That's how confident I am. Kai has a level that probably Dez can't get to right now because just creating offense and having the gravity of being a basketball player because he's so magical with the ball. But when it comes like impact on winning and on the defensive end and just putting pressure on the defense, I feel like Dez can equate Kai in that type of realm. Who else did you name? You said Fox, Kai, Edwards, Luka.
You already talked about Shea.
Shea is I give you Shea. And us and the Thunder will be both at the top of the West. I'm trying to think who else that you said that I feel like Dez could be comparable with.
I threw Harden in there, but I think he can have a better.
He's gonna be better than Harden. Harden is washed. I'm sorry. Harden's gonna get a lot of votes because of
it's
legacy.
And then the
LA market.
Yeah.
We are up by 1 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to watch the game because I got the game around there, but I just glimpsed at it. But like I feel like because Memphis is a small market, we're not gonna get the votes, but I feel like he's gonna be playing. My point is I think he's gonna be playing on the level of these other guys, especially if he's healthy through the first 41 games of the season. Yeah. So I think
they're gonna have to have a bad season. It's like some of these other dudes, they team gonna have to be having bad season, and we're gonna have to probably be like a number 1 seed with Dez going like 26, 27.
It's gonna be like a Trae Young thing. Trae Young numbers is gonna be high, but his team is bad, so he doesn't get an all-star now.
Right.
It's gonna be that type of situation, which I can see happening with some of those teams.
Yeah, honestly, any one of them.
Yeah,
any one of them. I'm with you. I've been beating my drum on this whole Dez play more like Devin Booker thing for like the last year and a half. Getting to the line, getting to that mid-range, pump faking up, drawing a foul, just being more creative. Because like you said, I don't want him and Ja on the ground. I just don't want that, bro. Like I love the
downhill Dez.
I really don't love that. But, between that and the flyby king, like
FBK,
sometimes when he is running full speed, stopping on a dime and either pulling up right there or stopping on a dime and taking a step back or to the side to shoot it, I know his toes are just screaming in them shoes, bro. And with him having a toe injury, was it a year and a half ago? Like, I need him. I know we want to push, playing with effort, and I don't want him to ever diminish that. But it's just like, if you're not on the floor, or if you are on the floor but you're not healthy, you're not helping us, and you're not maximizing, Desmond Bane on this team. And so that was one thing I would want to see from him. I know you kind of talked about it already, but I mean, I ain't saying get in the gym with Devin Booker, but watch some Devin Booker film. Like, killing the mid-range. We already know you're a sniper from 3. I don't really care about Dez getting to the rack like that. I just don't. I don't. Like, in the late games, if you want to put some pressure on the defense, the big man on the defensive end, like, all right, cool, I get that. And some foul trouble, get him in foul trouble, whatever. But we need a healthy Desmond Bane for whatever playoff run we're going to have this year. We need a healthy Ja Morant, no wrist, no knee, no ankle. Like, we need these dudes healthy, bro, like going into this playoff run. And so whatever they can do to maximize themselves, hopefully having more guys out there that can do more, you know what I'm saying? Will maybe take that load off of him. Because like we talked about on this podcast, this is the deepest as is already. This is before any other move ever happens, whenever it does happen, if it does happen. This is the deepest team the Grizzlies have ever had. And so with him having, or them having so much help that they're not used to, maybe you don't have to do the downhill Dez as much. Maybe you don't have to do the flyby king. Maybe you can just be, title of this episode, Triga Mane Bane. Just letting it ride, hitting over 40% of your threes, and 8 a game, 9 a game, however many he's shooting. So
where my question is, my fault to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying, so where do you see his numbers? Like A tier Dez, like the best Dez this year. Where do you see his numbers being? You see him like second least on the team, third, 25, 23. Like, what do you see his numbers at?
Second, easy. I want to see Dez get to where he was before Ja got suspended the first time.
Yeah.
Him and Ja was like literally going tit for tat, bro. Like, it was, and I know that the game that everybody points back to is that Brooklyn game where, it was Dez, Ja, both had like 35 points, and then I think KD and Kyrie Irving had 35 points apiece.
Yeah.
I need to see that. I need to see that out of Dez. I need to see, you know, close to maybe if I had to put a average on it, I'm gonna say 25 is realistic. With Ja Morant back in the fold, and you got a better bench coming in, you're just not gonna be so much of a load. I think if he can get 25 a game and help this team leading the wins, you know, closing some games down the stretch, a couple 30 pieces in there. I think again, if them guys on these other teams that we're expecting to be maybe in the top of the West have some drop off, maybe some chemistry issues, stuff like that, I think that's going to boost him up in a class where maybe he shouldn't belong, but we would love to see him. But other than that, taking the awards out, like I think that's what's going to propel this team. Because like you said, we're going to need him to close some. We can't get, especially if the offense, which we hoping is not going to be the same that what we've seen. We hoping it's going to be more open, more free-flowing, more passing, more moving. But you can't depend on Ja get a bucket, bro. Like it's just it's nothing against Ja, but you shouldn't do what the defense is expecting.
Yeah.
And so that's all I would, want to see from him is just go be a killer, bro. But just do it in a more methodical, control way.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yep. Control chaos.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like Dez can do that. I feel like you said, since we do have a great team, it can come more naturally. Him and Ja, especially him and Ja, they don't have to force things as much as they used to. Yeah. It seemed like a lot of games the past 2 seasons we were healthy, like if like Ja and Dez just had to like match team shot for shot, counterpunch. Like they would just desperately have to get a bucket just to keep us in the game sometimes, especially when the games got competitive. We don't have to do that anymore. If everyone is healthy, if the offense is free. Of course, we're talking a lot of caveats here. With the offense is free flowing and the rotations are right and Taylor Jenkins gets competent. Like we're talking about a lot of caveats right now.
Right.
We're talking about a lot of caveats right now. But I don't like to see that where we have to go shot for shot with teams. And we have to if we don't get a bucket right here, the floodgates finna open.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing that,
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the best way to maximize Desmond, just to be that number 2 guy right now, just to be him and give you 25-5. And if you want to throw an 8, 9, 6 game too, if Ja want to go off ball and Dez can fit, I feel like Dez can do that. And maybe we see that a little bit more this year with a Marcus Smart in the lineup, with a G.G. Jackson in the lineup, with a whoever.
See, I don't want to see that. Me personally, I'll say that because if that means that he's holding the ball too much. And if he's holding the ball too much, it's not really doing us. It's doing us a disservice based off what we've been talking about with Ja, right? Like get the ball out of his hands, moving the ball, getting more just chaos in the offense. It's gonna look good on the stat sheet if Dez got 8, 9 assists. But if we all know, like if this team ain't moving the ball like that to get these open shots or to create just more opportunities, it looked better on his stat sheet, but is it helping the team? I guess that's my question. Like, is it helping the team take that next step if he's dominating the ball?
That's the thing. And that's I see your point. My argument would be to that is if the offense is free flowing, there will be some games that it's not necessarily Dez coming off the screen, setting the offense up. It's like, oh, he catch a swing, he catch another swing, and he passes Luke for a 3. That's what I'm saying. Gotcha. I don't. Of course, the ball will be in Ja Morant's hand the most, obviously. But I mean, because the offense will hopefully be more free flowing, hopefully be more pass and cut, screen away, get off the pin down. He'll just get those by chance, or get him in transition. Like, I don't know if it's you, but I love watching Ja not with the ball in transition. I like him running the lane in transition. That's how I like Ja.
100%.
So if Dez gets the rebound, gets the outlet pass, and Ja's running, that's 2-3 assists easy off the bat. And you got Gigi running the other lane. You got Jaren trailing. Like, that's what I can see that happening with playmaking. When people say playmaking, they think playmaking only means bringing the ball off the court, calling the play, screening. Like, playmaking can mean a lot of different things.
Literally, make the play,
creating offense. LeBron James is a great playmaker, but that doesn't mean he's bringing the ball up every play. Victor Wembanyama is a great playmaker, but is he bringing the ball up every play? No, he's not. He's making offense. And I feel like we have a lot of playmakers on this team. And I feel like Desmond Bane is probably the consistently second best playmaker on this team to do that. So we see just a more full-fledged of his game, which I feel like we'll be able to do since we have a better team, I feel like Desmond Bane will have a career year this year, wholeheartedly.
We need it, man. We need it, Des. I know you got your new contract starting this year. Salute to you on that.
The boy got paid.
The boy got that money. They got that manyan.
Yeah, manyan.
All about our core three so far have they max extensions kicking in this year. Shout out to them for that. We're gonna end it on this, man. You talked about some of the lineups that you want to see with Dez doing certain different things, and you brought up in the chat about a death lineup. I'm trying to pick one, but I kind of got two, so I want to get your thoughts on that.
You always cheating, man.
I know.
Okay,
I'm gonna pick one, but I'm gonna do what another one that I would like to see. Let me put it like this. I do it like that, but I'm gonna let you pop it off first.
So I feel like everyone's death lineup should have 3 locks. It's John, Dez, and Trip. It's all deciding who you're gonna put in those other 2. So my other 2 is GG and Marcus Smart. That's my other 2. And there's a few reasons. Partially because I want to see it, because we didn't see it last year. Because people forget, Ja Morant and G. Jackson has not played a basketball game together, ever. They've never shared the court together, which is a crazy thought to think of. Ja Morant and Marcus Smart only played 6 games together last year. Only played 6 games together because Marcus Smart was hurt 3 of those 9 games, which is super crazy. But I just want to read y'all the stats of the core 4 when all 4 of those guys in line with Ja Morant. Hopefully I can get it right because my eyes kind of bad. I'm old. But Marcus Smart averaged 14.5, 3 assists, 3 assists, and 3 assists. Jerry Jr. averaged 21 and 6 and 2 blocks, and Dez averaged 25, 5, and 6.5 on 50% shooting from the field. So that means all 4 of those guys on the court at the same time means positive things for the Grizzlies. And add the 6'10" that may be getting taller unicorn that's GG Jackson. I feel like that's the line that can defensively switch most things, offensively have no reliabilities from the 3-point line because they can all shoot, understand for the 3-point line, and whoever has to hand, they can take over at that time. If you need Ja to take over, he has 4 guys that can spread the floor on the court. If Marcus Smart is playing point guard right now, he has 4 guys that can spread the floor. He has a lot of options. Yeah. If Tripp is dominating, throw it to him. He got guys that can cut. He got guys that can run in transition. I feel like that's the best way for us to, and I feel like if it's at an 82 games, I feel like if we get 40 close games, I feel like at least 30 of them going to have this lineup closing. I have some caveats. If we need extra rebounding, you sub in BC and take Marcus Smart out. If we need rebounding or like a lob threat. And if you just want some more defense, take GG out and put Vince. If you just want some more defense. Those are only 2
people. You got 3. See, look, you talking about me, y'all.
I'm just saying that's not actual. That's not lineups. That's just if things happen. Sure.
That's a lineup. But it's all right. I'll get to you. I'll allow it because I got 2 of them myself.
Yeah, but that's just what I think. And I don't know. I just that New Orleans game and that LA game last year just replays in my mind so much. Because the energy was crazy. And I know I'm contradicting myself because I've said Marcus Smart isn't good with the ball in his hands, but he played very good in the ball in those hands, those 2 games.
He's a playmaker, bro.
He's a playmaker.
Sometimes it get loose.
Reckless. He gets a little reckless. Yeah. So those 2 games just keep playing back in my mind because I love seeing Ja Morant just playing loose and off ball and just doing things, just cutting. And I love that. So just having Marcus Smart there just to be able to facilitate the offense at that point, I just think that would be great. Of course, when it's like 5 seconds left to go, of course, the ball's getting number 12's hands. We know that. But last 5 minutes, I'm not scared if Dez or Marcus Smart has the ball in their hands. Or if they want to get a pin down with Tripp and Tripp want to get an ISO. I'm not mad at that. So I feel that's just the most well-balanced line that we can throw out there. And I feel like have a recipe of success. But I want to hear your 1, 2, or 3,
I just got 2, really.
Okay.
Because I will go by what I want to see the most, and then I'm gonna go by what I feel like when people throw out the word depth lineup, what they mean by it is.
Oh yeah, you would say 1, by the way. You would say caught the dub, by the way.
Good job. What was the final score?
65-59, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, so they pulled out a nice little lead at the end. Shout out to them. For sure. Check, man. I told y'all, Agent Wilson, when it's done, man.
Future until Juju come around.
Even still, Juju gonna have to win. Hold on, did Agent win MVP as a rookie?
I think
that
so.
Candace
did. No, Aja got her second year. Candace got her rookie year and her MVP year. She got her second year.
Well, hey, Juju going to have to win a bunch of championships because, man, when it's over, she going to have gold medals, rings, trophy. Man, Aja, I don't know. And Aja got something, I believe, that Juju may not. I don't know if she's going to get in USC.
Is it national championship?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's going to get that at USC. Even though she got some help coming with her this year. I'm excited to see them play.
I'm sure I read the wrong. It was 67, 66. I read the wrong score. I'm tripping.
67 who?
66. It was a 1-point win. My bad.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was 1 point win.
Squeeze that out. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I'm mad we missed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with what my ideal lineup is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go by what I feel like the definition of def lineup is, what I got to see this too. Number one is what I feel like is should be the starting lineup, honestly. Going into next year, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson, and Zach Edey. What do you do with all that height, bro? Like you got a 6'10" small forward, a 7-foot power forward, and a 7'5" center, and everybody's agile. Everybody long as a mug. The passing lanes will be terrible for the other team.
Yeah, defensively be a nightmare here.
And you got to chase Ja and Dez. Like I mean, they coming off screens. Everybody can shoot. Except for until proven Edey open three. But I want to see. I think obviously that's down the road gonna probably be our star lineup in the next 2 to 3 years. But
yeah,
even right now, I just don't know what a lot of teams gonna be able to do with that, especially if you're putting your best defender on one of Dez or Ja. That I mean, Gigi's gonna eat, Jaren's gonna eat. You can't do nothing with Edey at that point. But by it, like I said, when I hear that word, what comes to mind is gonna be Ja, Dez. I know it's semantics, so let me swap it. Ja, Smart, Dez, Vince Williams, Jaren.
No Gigi. Surprising.
No Gigi. I feel like because this one is more. I love Gigi. I just know sometimes, at least what I saw in Summer League, it can be certain points in the game at the end of the game where he can make some costly mistakes just based off
trying to do too much.
Too much, the youth, all of that. Yeah. And that'll come with more maturity, more experience in the NBA. But if I'm talking about closing a very tight-knit game, and majority of the NBA doesn't have like this crazy amount of size, Vince can guard up, Smart can guard up. I feel like that's probably what we see a lot of these games end up closing, depending on who we playing. A lot of guys, I mean, it's not going to be enough of a height difference on the other team for us to be like, man, I can't have Smart and Vince out there at the same time with the other two guards.
So you kind of see Vince being that kind of DeAnthony Melton type role, closing games, kind of. Because DeAnthony Melton closed a lot of ranked games for us when he was here.
I guess. I see him more as like, what's the dude name out of New Orleans?
Was Trey Jones?
Herb
Jones, not Trey Jones. That's wrong Jones. But yeah, Herb Jones. Yeah,
but just with a little bit more playmaking if he needs it. Like you said, it's not gonna be like him having the ball bring up the court, but just more so making that extra pass. Or man, team's gonna be in. If you got Marcus Smart out there diving for crazy ball,
pause. Dang,
out there diving for steals.
Yes, you can say.
No, the same thing. Nope. He's out there diving for steals. Vince is out there getting in folks' head, guarding them 94 feet, not even probably letting them get the ball.
Just being crazy man.
And you got Tripp coming over the top. You know, I think that's gonna be what you see a lot. And like you said, that New Orleans game and the LA game, two of my favorite games from last season. That shows you what this team can be. When they healthy, when they got a little bit of time under their belt. The caveat, like we've been talking about on here, is if Marcus Smart is even on this team, long term. So we'll see. But that's my depth lineup going into the season. I want to see that quite a bit. I think that's gonna win us a lot of games for sure.
I'm not disagreeing. I feel like that's a good line. The only reason I didn't have Vince in my main because spacing. I like in my closing, I like spacing on my floor. Vince Williams can knock down the outside shot, but I'm more confident with Gigi shooting the outside shot more than Vince. That's the only reason why I had Vince on my, I guess, second, third team. Because
no, he like a high clip last year, bro.
But his volume
was a clip in GG.
Yeah, his volume was his volume that high though. I don't know. Maybe Gigi just shoots more from three.
Gigi shoots way more than anybody on the
team. Like Vince Williams, his volume. He's only 23. Oh my goodness, Vince Williams is stupid young. 10 points, 5.5. What was his shooting split? He has 37.8% last year from three.
On 4? Is it 4 attempts?
I want to see all my stats. On 4 attempts last year.
I was out the dome too.
It's crazy. You exactly right. 4 attempts. 1.5 makes to 4 attempts a game. So yeah, that's pretty dang good. Then I really can't even say that. You know, maybe he's in my mind because Gigi shoots more threes.
He shoot way more. Good God,
he shoots. He loves putting them jokers up.
Court.
He be putting them with all the confidence in the world. All the confidence in the world.
No boy.
But no, I like that though. I like that. I do think that should be the starting lineup. I wholeheartedly believe that. I just don't see that closing a lot because I feel like they're gonna want the versatility with Edie off the floor. With closing, if they're running to like a Jokic or NBA and they need another bit, Edie's gonna play a lot of big minutes. But I feel like if that size isn't necessarily needed, again, it's an advantage because having a 7'5" guy in there, that's pretty much instant offense anytime. And people forget about that. People like he's slow, but yeah, they got to deal with us too. Like that's a 7'5" guy, put the ball to the hand, and that's a dang near 2 points every time. People not thinking about that, and I do like that, but I just think they're gonna like the more versatility that Jaren can bring at the 5.
They gonna overthink it.
Right? Say that.
Because if the name of the game is to score, like that's be my thing with today's basketball, bro. Like we try to get Dennis Schroeder better slow down. He better watch his mouth and fix his energy because it came off a little nasty, but at the same time, I can see what he was talking about. Did you see his quote when he was talking about the NBA or the US? Basically, he mentioned that Europe, the way that they play basketball over there is more high IQ basketball. It's not about entertainment. And it came off a little
snarky.
Uncle Ruckus. It came off a little Uncle Ruckus. I was like, you just came out last week talking about how you got talked about for being the blackest person in your class over there. Now you trying to make IQ comments about American-born basketball players. Weird. But anyway, I could see a little bit where he was coming from because we sometimes don't go back to the old school, take advantage of your mismatch. And if you do it until the other team can stop it. A lot of times, even with the Grizzlies, I've seen where like we would have certain mismatch. We may go to it twice and we would go away from it just because of, I guess, coaching fatigue or play fatigue. We didn't do that back in the green grind era when Zach Randolph had a mismatch. We knew what was coming.
Jab.
Bro.
Perfect.
Come on. Do a T.
Get to the block.
Do a T.
Left hand, foul, and one.
Bro,
free throw.
Folks were so mad at me on 2K because I played literally just like that with Zebo, but it was unstoppable. Like, so that's my thing with Edie. Like, if he has these mismatches and is working, continue to feed him and allow him to pass out of the post, out of the double team, whatever they throw at him, and then we can kind of work from there. I'm not saying that he deserves that as his rookie, but like,
if it works, it works.
If it works, it works. What is we going an easy 3 to 4 foot shot versus a 3-pointer, or in Gigi's case, a half court shot? Like, and I love Gigi, y'all know this, but
deep corner contested by 2 people.
Yeah, like, that's the entertainment factor that I love Gigi. I don't know if he was talking about that, but that's just when I think about it, he got a slight point. He's just coming from the wrong person. But yeah, that's my only thing. Like, don't overthink when Edie's out on the floor, especially late in game. If we play in a team that don't have a legit center, like I'm gonna throw somebody out there, the Warriors. What is Draymond gonna do at center trying to guard Zach Edey, bro?
Get 6 fouls. In a tick.
What are he gonna do?
6'5"
Like,
attack, maybe an
come
ejection
on.
because he mad and he punched him or something.
Same thing with the Kings. They got DeMontis Sabonis.
Sabonis.
They don't have a legit center, and more than likely he's gonna be on Jaren. So what is Keegan Murray gonna be guarding him? Like,
They got another B. I can't think of their
I
name.
feel like they got somebody. You're right.
Isn't
Ain't
William
nobody
Gabriel
worse-
play for them? Nah, William Gabriel don't play for them.
Even if he did, goddamn it, what he gonna do with Zach Edey? You know what I'm saying? It's only a few centers in the league that can even match up with him, bro. So that's my only thing with that. Don't overthink it. Don't take him out of the end of the game just because analytics have shown you before you even watched and seen what it looks like. That's my only point. See what it looks like first before you just automatically go away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's it. But I'm excited to see it, man. Y'all make sure y'all comment below. Let us know what success looks like for Desmond Bane next season in your eyes, what you want to see from him integrating with this team. I'm excited for this squad. I think he's going to take a slight leap, not just with numbers, but I just think in the way that he plays, impact on winning. I want to see, and I think we're going to see a leap in that regard. So, yeah, man, that's all we got. Anything you want to touch on before we get out of here, my brother?
Nah, bro. Just for sure, shout out USA basketball, women's basketball, and men's basketball getting the job done at France. Also, I just saw a stat that said USA ended the Olympics with 40 gold medals. Shout out to being American. That's pretty dope. Also, last thing, Quincy Wilson. Y'all don't know who that is, but he is a 16-year-old track and field athlete that is now a gold medalist. I just think that's really dope.
Do something to get the medal? I'm confused.
Yeah, he ran the prelim. If you run the prelims, you can still get a medal. So you don't have to run the finals to get the medal.
Damn, I'm gonna sound like an old man. Let me just get off this podcast.
That's the
so
rule,
he got a participation trophy, basically.
No, he helped them get to the finals, and then the team did what they had to do in the finals.
So why didn't he run in the finals?
Because Rob Benjamin is the fastest 400-meter hurdler in the world, so they replaced him to put a faster guy on there that just won the 400-meter hurdles.
So why was he on there in the first place if the guy was so much faster than him?
Because guys have other races. Quincy Wilson was only there for the relay. Rob Benjamin had 3 rounds of the 400-meter hurdles. It's about scheduling your athletes so you don't just burn everybody out running.
But they still put him out there on the track, though, right?
Yeah, Quincy Wilson ran the prelim. Rob Benjamin.
I see what you're saying. He got in there so that he could have a rest early on.
Exactly, because he had other races throughout the whole.
I see what
2 weeks.
It's dumb, but I see what you're saying.
It's not dumb. You just save your athlete's legs. You're.
But he like running the final.
Saving the final your dogs. So you save your horses to the final race. That's basically what I'm saying.
I know what I'm saying was Quincy didn't run the final, so how he get a gold medal? Because
he helped. You have to run the prelim to get into the final. If Quincy didn't help, bro. If Quincy Wilson did, he helped to get into the final, so he gets a medal. He's the youngest track and field Olympian of all time. That's all I gotta say. Gold medalist of all time, which is pretty dope. That's all I gotta say. Chris, I feel like you should know more about track and field if you the person that ran it. I feel like you understand prelims and finals. You just get up in your track and field.
I ran in high school, bro. We ain't do all this.
Well, did you
hurt, so I couldn't run the first race. We ain't do all that. If we had 5 races, we ran 5 races. That's all. I don't know.
Did you ever make it to state?
Me personally, no. My teams did, but not me personally.
Okay, that's the reason why. If you make it to the state level, then a lot of coaches have to finagle about who runs which races and which rounds, depending on who. I ran 4 races at state at one time, and that was very exhausting. I was dead by the end of that. I was all in one day. I was dead. I was like, okay, yeah, next year, y'all, we gotta change some up because I was dead by the time my individual get. So yeah, that's what you have to do with track. You have to finagle it so people don't kill themselves out there because track is very taxing. Probably the most physically taxing sport for probably one of the most physically taxing sports ever. But I'll give my soapbox, y'all.
Shout out to Quincy. I ain't trying to come off no hater. I'm just saying, bro.
That boy is 16 and he finna go to school in 2 weeks is a gold medalist. That's the biggest.
But that's what people gonna say though. It's gonna be the haters gonna be like, bro, but you ain't even run, bro. And he gonna come out there. Well, technically, I did the prelims. I'm just trying to get Quincy ready. That's all. That's it.
He qualified for the Olympics at 16. I don't care what you gotta say. Going to Olympics in 16 is
shout
crazy.
out to Quincy. Get Noah Lyles out. You know what, man? You know what, Quincy? Hey, shout out to you, bro. That's that fan. Shout out to Quincy Wilson.
Yeah, Quincy Wilson.
Quincy Wilson, the future face of the track and field of the U.S. men's team. I'm so excited to see this man at 4 years, at 20 years old, whoop the dog shit out of Noah Lyles. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Somebody that's likable that we can all root for. Shout out to Quincy, man. That I'm gonna end it on a good note. Yes, sir.
No, I'll let you know. I'll rock with you. I ain't rocking with Chris on this.
I got the same hairstyle, bro. I don't know.
Hair. We both have hair. Yeah, Chris. We gonna have hair. Great hairstyle.
Man. Screw Noah. I like you. I don't like him. Get him out of here, bro. That man evil Evan Hayes out there running track.
No, the crazy thing about it, my trainer said, "Hey, you do kind of look like dude." I was like, "Don't say that."
You do, bro. Y'all like okay. Y'all have the same, no homo. Y'all have the same mouth feature, like teeth, like down here. Y'all look the same. It's similar. And then when y'all got y'all hair like braided, like bro, that's your twin. It's just you the evil one. I mean, he the evil one. You the nice one. Yeah, bro. That's why I say you need to go out there and replace dude. I'm sick of looking at him.
Because I don't do all the promptings and all that when I'm running. I be pretty locked in. I don't do all the stuff.
That man did a cartwheel, bro. What's wrong with this thing?
It's entertainment, like you said. It's entertainment, bro.
It ain't entertaining if you lose and then fall out on the ground. That man was on the ground. I need to get it right. I got cramp. Oh, you ain't had no COVID, bro. Here, bro.
He had the vid. He had the 19.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had the 19. He had the COVID. You know that it messed with the respiratory system. You know your energy get all messed up when you try to run a 200. You know it's called the anaerobic and aerobic systems of breathing. You feel me? Like. All that goes into all that, you know.
I'm tell you what happened.
What happened?
He was up too late at Olympic Village that night before. They said they gave him about 100,000, 150,000 condoms. They had an Olympic.
Village, his girlfriend runs for Jamaica. And she was there too.
Yeah.
Her name is Jamel Brownfield, and she is a 400-meter runner for Jamaica. She ran at the Olympics also.
Did she get a medal?
She did not get a medal.
Oh man, it's a conspiracy that Jamaica to set up my boy Noah Lyles to be up at night.
She a sleep agent. She a sleep agent. She got, but they put a sleeper agent to keep him up at night. No, they saw him in 100. They saw him in 100 because they beat Jamaica, and they was like, "Hey, Jamel, keep your mans up all night.
Rock his socks off all night, boy. Mess him up the next day." He get out there jumping and flipping. He felt good.
Got to the line. His engine was gone.
Oh, bro.
Oh, he started jumping and doing cartwheel. He did a cartwheel.
He had a great night. He was jumping up. My night was great last night. Oh,
he said, I got to run the 200 now. Oh, this ain't finna go. This ain't finna go so well. Came off the turn. He was depressed. The other guys were not depressed.
He needs some of that ashwagandha and that baka root, whatever that stuff is. Yeah, man. He take his vitamins.
Oh my goodness! Shout out Kenny Beats. No, not doing that. We're not doing that. In the show. No, you're doing too much now. Nah, see, you took it. Man. You see, that's how we're trying to get y'all. Chris, I give Chris an inch. He takes it a freaking mile, bro. Like every time I try playing, we joke around. Chris always gonna say something off the wall. And it's always so funny. But I be like, this what I gotta deal with, y'all. I be trying to keep Chris in the box. And Chris just breaks out the box every time. And that's just who Chris is. I love him for it, but it's also very funny to be around him because no matter what, he always gonna go. He like that uncle to cook at and don't got no filter. But do you have any siblings?
Yeah, but no nieces and nephews. Well,
no nieces and nephews.
Not on my side of things, but on my wife's side, it's plenty over there. So yeah, I'm big on status over there for sure.
So yeah, Chris is the uncle of the cookout where he getting his food, he helping grill it, but he also has no filter. He's gonna talk your face off about probably whatever. He's gonna give maybe 1 or 2 crazy political views, probably just 1 or 2, just to have you thinking. Probably just how you thinking. You're like, damn.
Oh man,
Chris, that's not how it works. And you gonna be all
crazy.
Yeah, but he kind of crazy. He kind of so that's Chris. If y'all ever go to the cookout with the Ingram family. Y'all know what timing Chris on.
Man. Yeah, man, having a good time for sure.
Mhm.
But we out of here, man. We ain't gonna talk y'all ears off no more. With this Noah Lyles, I got my jocks off. I said my jocks off. Good God, that's what Noah got off. He got his jocks off.
Go to sleep, Miss Deidre.
I got my jokes off.
Miss Deidre,
so
please get your husband. Miss Deidre, please get your husband. Kids, call your dad. He need to go put on Coco Melon so dad can watch Coco Melon with y'all.
Man, we ain't watching it. We gonna watch some. Let me stop. We out of here. Done. This is another great episode. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all for checking in, staying with us, tapping in with us. We will be back next week talking about Jaren Jackson Jr.
I hear you, baby. I hear you, baby. I called it.
We out of here, man. Y'all have a good week. Have a blessed week. Do something that makes you feel good about you. And we're going to check in with you next week. As we always say, go Grizzlies.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.